MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 4 of the National League Championship Series between the LA Dodgers and the New York Mets. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, lots of storylines here as we approach the start of Game 4.
Well, I think this series has played out exactly how we expected it to. At 2-1, it's been tightly contested, back and forth. We've got two teams worthy of being here, and I think this will go at least 6 games before it's all said and done.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now your 2020 New York Mets.
And briefly here, a glance at the two starters who'll get the ball here in this one. The chance now for the Los Angeles Dodgers starting lineup. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, I know these pitchers are going to be very careful when dealing with Jason Kipnis. He's certainly a guy to watch out there in this lineup. Everything he does makes them click. When he's swinging the bat well, they just go.
Noah Syndergaard is the man on the mound for the 4th game of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, he wasn't all that bad in his last one, pitching into the 6th inning to pick up the win. We'll see if he can go a little bit deeper in this one.
Okay, here's how the Mets are lining up defensively. And I want to focus on first baseman Paul Goldschmidt. I'm going to steal a line from my partner here, Dan Plesac. Hashtag Goldschmidt happens. This former Gold Glover can play some serious defense as well as carry this offense.
Leading off for the Dodgers, shortstop, Corey Seager.
First pitch of the at-bat. And the first pitch of the ball game here is taken for a called strike one. The windup and the 0-1. Missed with a breaking ball.
1-1. Nope,
and there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. Swing and a miss at a ball down. And it's fouled away. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full. Waiting his turn on deck next is Jason Kipnis. The 3-2 pitch. And he lays off ball 4. That's exactly what you want your leadoff man to do. Work the count and get on base.
And that's just an incredible job at the plate by the leadoff man there. Not only did he make the pitcher throw a ton of pitchers and bust his tail, but he also won the battle and earned a free pass.
And is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. Runner at first to start the inning. And Dan, when it comes to pitching in the rain, what changes?
I think the most difficult part, Matt, is the ball gets slippery. It's hard to keep your hands dry. And if you don't have a good feel in that grip, it's hard to control where you're going to throw the ball.
He's set. Here it comes. Way in front of that fastball.
Great job of getting back in the zone with a hard fastball after the walk. I think he might have let a little frustration out with that pitch.
Seager on at first, nobody out. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And another foul ball. Here it comes, 0-2. Another one sent foul. The 0-2 once more. Misses off the plate.
You know, there aren't many guys that can just spit on an 0-2 pitch like that. Maybe it fooled him. We won't ever know, but it worked out.
Nobody out, runner on first. Line drive to left. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
Queen.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Time to take a look at the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Mike Fillmore.
Hey, you know, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, he'll give a little bit off the edges, but he gets the respect not only from the pitchers, but from the players because his zone is consistent.
Yeah, as long as he's consistent, Dan, I'm okay with Mike Fillmore's zone. If a pitcher's pounding that zone, he wants to give a little bit off the outer edge, I'm okay with that.
Sliced hard on the ground, and that's through into right field for a base hit. And they're content to play station to station here as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out.
Boy, Giro, we're looking at a big inning right here with that single. Bases are loaded, yet no runs have scored in this inning.
Yeah, and that's exactly what that pitcher wants you to think. You have to eliminate the noise, Dan. Just try and drive in the guy from third base. Don't put pressure on yourself that you have to get everyone in with one swing of the bat. Pass the baton and keep the line moving.
Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Just caught the inside corner with a sinker. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or are you still looking for the double play ball?
Well, Matt, I think a lot of that depends on the type of pitcher that you are. If you're a power pitcher, you can go ahead and ride a fastball up in the zone. But if you're a guy that induces a lot of ground balls with a sinker, I think you have to stick with that plan.
And a wasted pitch there, 1-2. Tight spot, bases loaded, nobody out. And he fouls this one off. Needs a punch out here. Can he get it? Not just yet. It's ball 2.
2 strikes.
Back up the middle and in for a base hit. 1 run scores. And the run is in to score from second. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Hey, one of the things you want to do, Dero, is strike early, and they've done just that with a big hit driving in too.
Yeah, Dan, great to grab an early lead right there, especially when you can throw up a crooked number for your pitcher.
Into the box now, number 13, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0.
Hey, I know there's a lot of game left, but that is such an important run there in the top of the first. Try and silence this crowd. I can't tell you, in postseason play, 1 run feels like 3 or 4.
A 1-0 delivery. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The 1-1 home. Short, hit hard. To second for 1. On to first, and it's a double play, although the run does come in to score from third.
Doesn't come much easier than that. Taylor made 6-4-3 double play and an easy one to turn.
First offering on its way. There's a breaking ball over the outer half.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
And it's 1-1. And that misses. 2-1.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
3 runs already home here. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2. Ready now with the payoff pitch. He loses him on ball 4.
We knew coming into this game that this guy has a tendency to give up a lot of free passes, and history repeats itself as he's already given up 2 walks here. I'll tell you, effectively wild is a pretty tough thing to be.
Stepping up now, Alex Verdugo. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Here comes the first pitch. A ball and no strikes.
To me, it looks like he just doesn't trust himself out there on the mound. It's like he's fighting his body on every pitch, and as a result, we're seeing a lot of balls from him early on in this game.
One-0 count. Here it is. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2.
To be honest, he just doesn't look that comfortable on the mound right now. He really looks like he's fighting himself on every pitch.
Turner leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
And he misses again, ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with a man in scoring position.
Into the box, Austin Barnes. And the Dodgers with an opportunity for more here in the first. From the stretch. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe, and unfortunately, he let that one go, and he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that one.
0-1, here it comes. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And there's strike 2 as the fastball's fouled off to the right. 0-2. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Conforto on the move, and that's the 3rd out. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Mets nothing. With a moment here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, Michael Conforto has been a big piece for them. He doesn't let the pressure of the big moment get to him. I love watching this guy hit in clutch situations. It's like he takes a deep breath and everything stops in front of him. He plays like the Zen man.
Walker Buehler will be on the mound for Game 4. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matt, 5 full innings for this guy in his last one. You couldn't really consider that a powerhouse outing. He was able to get a no decision, but I'm sure he and the team are looking for a lot more in this one today.
All right, guys, here's the defensive alignment for the Los Angeles Dodgers. And let's take a look at Yasiel Puig, a lightning rod in our sport, but he can play some D. Covers a lot of territory out there, and do not come around third base and send this guy home. He has one of the best arms in the game.
Coming to the plate now, Michael Conforto. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Left fielder, Michael Conforto.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a miss at a ball well off the plate. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Buehler is a strikeout master on the mound. It will not be uncommon to see him reach a double-digit strikeout total when he goes out there. He uses that to his advantage in just about every start.
He sure does, Matty V. And I think one of the keys for him is he gets ahead in the count early. You'll know if he's on when he gets strike 1, strike 2 early on, and then he expands the zone, has great command of his pitches, and has a knack for making hitters chase pitches out of the strike zone.
The 1-2. Fouled away. The 1-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Batting second, center fielder, Mike Trout.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And a breaking ball stays outside. line towards center field. Bellinger is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
Batting third.
And with 2 away now, let's give you a look at what's happening in the American League Championship Series, as they've got a good matchup going on over there as well. Next for the Mets, Starling Marte. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he takes ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
The 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
He executed that 1-2 curveball pretty well. I think that's right where he wanted it to end up, but he couldn't get him to chase at it. We'll see what they go with now after that didn't work out.
2 out, nobody on. He stays alive, still 2-2. The 2-2 one more time is looked at, and the count moves full.
It's a fine line for working down in the zone on 2-2 and bouncing one in there that basically stands no chance at getting swung at. Right there, he basically spiked that one right into the dirt, and now he has to find the zone on a 3-2 pitch.
Into the corner and slicing foul. He'll try it again, 3-2. Hit out towards second. Backhanded. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Mets. They trail it here 3-0. Next for the Dodgers, Walker Buehler. He'll get us started in the top of the second. First pitch on its way. There's a fastball right over the inside corner. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Here's Corey Seager, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He worked a walk to open up the ball game. The 1-0. Misses, ball 2.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
But unfortunately, right at the shortstop for the second out.
Second baseman, Jason Kipnis.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and standing in now the power-hitting second baseman, Jason Kipnis. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Behind 0-2 now. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. They lead it 3-0. Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
First baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
First offering on its way. No balls and 1 strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it.
Hey, sped him up, slowed him down. He's got him down 0-2. I think he could pretty much go anywhere right here. I'd be surprised if anything misses over the heart of the plate.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Decided to go with a fastball there on 0-2, but what he's trying to do with that pitch is to expand the strike zone. Maybe you get a guy to offer at it, but at the very least, it helps set up your off-speed stuff.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Kind of pitching him backwards in this AB. Soft stuff early, then those last 2 were fastballs, trying to get it right by him.
Here now the 2-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. The 2-2 one more time. Is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
Batting fifth, third baseman.
Now batting, Kyle Seager. Here comes the first pitch. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. The bouncer to the left side. Turner has it. Throw on to first will get him. Score at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now. So striding in, Ahmed Rosario. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch on its way. Changeup in for a strike.
Not a bad take there on that first pitch. Not a real good idea to go up there looking for a changeup to hit. Sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
The windup and the 0-1. Fouled off.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed him up and elevate it right here.
Takes this the other way to right. And that's in there. So perhaps some life here with 2 men out. So a nice job there to fight off an 0-2 pitch and keep the inning alive for at least 1 more batter.
Well, this was a good start for the pitcher. First 5 guys, 5 up, 5 down, but the number 6 hitter proved to be a little bit more difficult, and that's a bullet hit.
Yeah, absolutely right there, Dan. Just a nice AB by the 6-hole guy after watching his first 5 brothers take a seat.
Set and the pitch. Pitch inside to throw. Well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base.
Some managers treat the postseason as a time to be aggressive, and that's exactly the case here. They had the speed burner on the move, and it worked out nicely for him. Just got to drive him in now.
The 1-0. Hit sharply on the ground. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Mets strand one. Still down 3-0. Now at the plate, Yasiel Puig. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now. 2-0. Up and in. Big danger now. It's 3-0.
Just a little bit off to start the third now. That's 3 straight balls.
Here it is, the 3-0. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
And that's what you want from your leadoff hitter. Shows some great patience and discipline, making the pitcher labor to start the game. The result is a leadoff walk and a chance to make some early noise.
So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder Cody Bellinger. He was able to plate 2 with a base hit in his first appearance. First pitch coming. Here it is. There's a strike.
0-1. Nice job by the pitcher right there to establish himself back into the strike zone. Would have liked to have seen the hitter been a little bit more aggressive in that situation. Usually when a pitcher throws 4 balls in a row, that next pitch you could get super greedy right down the middle.
Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
Hey, you know in the back of your mind as a batter right here, he's got that nasty sinker. I know it's 0-2, but he might not be looking for the punch out. You have to find a way as a batter to get that 2-seamer up in the zone, or you're going to ground into a double play.
Good waist pitch. 1-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Now another 1-2. Slowly hit to first. I don't think they can get 2. One there, but no real shot at 2 as he's safe easily at first.
Now batting, number 13.
At the plate, number 13. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Throw over to first, and a dive, but he's back in. Here's the first pitch to him. He takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Bellinger stands at first with 1 out. And there he goes towards second. Strike taken. The throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down.
Well, this pitcher's out there just trying to get hitters out, and he's having a hard time doing that. So as a base runner, that's a good time to try to steal some bases. He's probably not as focused on controlling the running game as he should be.
Sinker misses, and it's 1-2 now. Runner at second here with 1 man out. And a fastball just a bit up. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2. And he's seen a lot of pitches, too.
Full count still. Now the payoff pitch home. Again, he sends it out of play. The next 3-2 is a called strike 3 on the corner.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Standing in now, Justin Turner, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. Back with more. Striding in, Austin Hedges, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Austin Hedges.
Here's the first pitch to him. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. 2-1.
2 ball, 1 strike.
Two and 2 to the Mets catcher. And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out.
That's a pretty sad attempt at hitting a baseball right there. No doubt he was completely fooled, because that was a curveball, and it looked like he was late on a curveball. That tells me he gave up on it right till the very end, and obviously there was nothing he could do at that point.
Hit out towards second. Sliding stop by Kipnis. In time.
Wow, what a great show of range there. This ball looked like it might get through up the middle, but check out the sliding stop, and that's going to take him right into a good throwing position where he's able to get enough on the throw to get him out at first.
Stepping in now, Michael Conforto, and he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0. He went down swinging to start the home first. The 1-0 home is an off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
2-0.
Now the 2-1 pitch is laid off of for ball number 3.
This is a good at-bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Mets go down 1, 2, 3. They trail in this one 3-0. Robert Gesellman answers the call from the pen here in the 4th as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. Next up for Los Angeles, Alex Verdugo reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fastball down near the shoe tops. Gesellman, a California-born ball player. He's a 5-year vet at the major league level. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Conforto has a read on it. He's got it 1 away. That'll bring in Austin Barnes. Flied out in his first at-bat, so making 0 for 1 so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. 3 runs, 3 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
In now, Walker Buehler. As he tries to go out and get the slider, but it's not there. It's strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing a ton of.
Looking at a fastball to end the inning. Dodgers down in order, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Leading off the inning, Mike Trout, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Center fielder, Mike.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swinging a ball line softly down the line in right. Foul. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
All even at 2-2. Here it is. 2-2 pitch just missed.
If you're ever going to see a position player go to the mound, it's going to be in a situation like this. Get him to relax a little bit, focus on his mechanics, and get that fastball back in the zone. Can't allow this guy to lead off walk.
Very weakly on the ground, but it gets foul. Looking to fade his first walk. Here it comes. And it's fouled away. And they'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Here's Starling Marte. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
Popped him up. Seager ranges back, and he has it for out number 2.
The first baseman, number 44, Paul.
So 2 are gone in the Mets half of the 4th, and stepping in, the power-hitting first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. First offering on its way. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike 1. Goldschmidt, or Goldie just for short. He was an 8th round selection back in the 2009 MLB draft.
What an absolute steal. I mean, this guy has gotten a lot of people some big raises in the organization. To be drafted as low as he was and turned himself into one of the biggest superstars in our sport. I am very impressed with what this guy's been able to accomplish.
2 out, nobody on. And a neck-high fastball that time. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. And the fastball easy to lay off that time. 2-2.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Set to deal on 2-2. And he'll stay alive here, but just barely as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Swing and a miss got him reaching. And the throw to first ends the inning. Down in order go the Mets. They trail it here 3-0. Matt Vasgersian back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac as the 2016 National League Rookie of the Year, Corey Seager, settles in to start things out. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit to first. Fielded by Goldschmidt. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The batter, second baseman, Jason Kipnis.
Striding into the box, Jason Kipnis, who struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a good curveball at the knees. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Lined hard to center field. And he's going to make the play over toward his right, and there are 2 away now.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
So coming to the plate, Yasiel Puig. It was a walk in his last trip. Here comes the first pitch. Hard hit ball to second. McNeil over to his left. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers, but they lead it 3-0.
Leading up for the Mets, third baseman, Kyle Seager.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. A high fastball is in there.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attacking the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out. A little bit over halfway home tonight, bottom of the fifth, as we get a look at our line score to this point. And boy, just one hit for these guys, and they have not swung the bats well. That's putting it mildly. Settling in now, Ahmed Rosario, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A fastball that just misses inside.
Man, this guy has retired a whole slew right now. I think what he needs to do is just stay focused and keep attacking the game plan like he has up to this point, because everything he's done has worked.
Ball 2. Two-0 count. The pitch down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
He's been throwing strikes all day, so you're not up at the plate thinking he's going to walk you in this situation. You need to be aggressive and sit hard at the plate.
And he lost him here on 4 pitches. So a speed merchant is aboard now with 1 away.
This is only their second base runner of the game after that earlier hit. Tough to score when you don't have anyone on base, so we'll see if they can get something going here.
Stepping up to the plate, Jeff McNeil comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Ooh, good changeup. Just missed inside. Rosario leads off first with 1 away. Here's a look over to first, and the runner back safely. And again a throw, and he'll get back in safely. The 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2. Runner at first here, one man out. A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. The runner on first with 2 away. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Puig coming on. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Mets leave 1. Still down 3-0. So here's the cleanup hitter, Cody Bellinger. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
Center fielder number 35, Cody Bellinger.
First pitch of the at-bat. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out.
You pull a fastball like that, you got to tell yourself to slow it down a little bit, play more gap to gap, and keep that front shoulder square, pointed towards the pitcher. That'll keep everything on plane.
Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. The 1-1. Drilled down the line. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting, number 13.
Digging in now, number 13. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Here comes the first pitch. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
Great job to be able to lay off that pitch right there. You could tell the minute it came out of his hand, his eyes lit up at the plate.
The 2-0 on the way. And he fouls this one off. Now the 2-1. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2. There's ball 4.
Now batting, third baseman, Justin Turner.
Now in the box, Justin Turner. Lifetime matchup numbers with Gesellman. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate here as that misses.
This is where he might need a mound visit, whether it be from the shortstop, his pitching coach, or the catcher. These last couple of pitches have certainly gotten away from him.
Now.
That was one of the easiest takes he'll have all year, and it puts him in a great hitter's count. He's got to take advantage of this situation.
Runners on first with 1 down. This is in the air out to right. Marte is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. And the next up will be Alex Verdugo. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hard hit ball to second. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, that was a well-executed pitch down and away. Sometimes you got to tip your hat to the offense. It's a nice piece of hitting. Maybe not what he was looking for, but the result was there.
Into the box, Austin Barnes, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. And a fastball runs in a bit too close for comfort that time. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Line drive to left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Dodgers strand a couple. They lead it 3-0. With Merrifield. Going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. The 1-0. It's laid off, but in there for strike 1.
That pitch looked like it could have been a little high, but he's been calling that pitch all night. Kind of rough for a pinch hitter, but I'm sure his teammates let him know that's where the zone has been.
The 1-1 home. And this is down at knee level as it's chopped foul at home plate. Hit hard to the right. Foul. Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ballgame.
He's been in total control out there tonight. Gets the leadoff guy with a strikeout there, and it just seems like we've seen so many off-balance swings and weakly hit balls in this one.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Michael Conforto. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a knee-high fastball. The windup and the 0-1. Foul tip held onto behind the plate at strike 2.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
1 out, nobody on. And he'll manage to fight this one foul over near the left-hand side, and that'll keep the count steady at 0-2. Here comes another 0-2. And a fastball just a bit high.
Basic pitching right there. 0-2 fastball up and out of the zone. Change the eye level. Now time to go to that curveball down and away.
Hit in the air down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. The 1-2. is taken for ball 2.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at-bat. They got to be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little short on gas, so when you go up there and make him throw a bunch of pitches, you're more likely to get a good pitch to hit or at least force him out of the game.
Shot towards first. Reined in. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
At center fielder, number 27. Oi.
Digging in, Mike Trout 0 for 2 for him to this point. First pitch on its way. Ripped down the line. This gets foul. It's 0-1.
2 outs, nobody on, but a base runner here feels like it would really change the complexion of the inning.
Yeah, Matt, that's a great point. If this 2-hitter finds a way on, it really sets up the very good middle part of the order to do some damage after all.
Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. Some activity out in the bullpen now as a couple of left-handers begin to stir. To first, right to him, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Mets go down 1-2-3. They trail in this one 3-0. Welcome back to Citi Field in Flushing. Game 4 is off to the 7th inning now, but before we get it started, let's check out our game summary to this point. Jose Torres is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 76, Jose Torres.
Andrew Toles is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. Oh and 1, here it comes. Popped him up. Seager in foul ground, but this will land untouched. A pause and the 0-2. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. The 0-2 once more is taken for ball 1. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. And the pinch hitter is retired here, 1 away.
Now batting, shortstop, Corey Seager.
Now back to the top of the Dodgers order, digging in, Corey Seager. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A ball and no strikes.
A great case of a manager sticking up for his pitcher right there and giving that umpire an earful. He didn't get that pitch called the way he wanted it to, but the manager's planting a seed in that umpire's mind to try to expand the strike zone so some of those borderline pitches start to go his pitcher's way.
1-1 to the Dodgers leadoff man. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fastball called strike, 1-2.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A called strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
Ground ball foul down the left side.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
Hops this one up. And he'll lunge out of the crouch to make the play for out number 2.
Now batting, second baseman, Jason Kipnis.
And is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Right over the middle, knee high. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
0-2.
Here's the 0-2. Missed with a slider.
He's going to have to make adjustment on that slider away. He can't just make it a non-competitive pitch and allow these guys to take. He's got to start that a little bit more over the middle of the plate to get that swing and miss on the outer half.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Dodgers down in order, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Yimi Garcia gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7.
Yimi Garcia.
Next up for New York, Starling Marte. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Two balls and no strikes to the Mets center fielder.
Do you take your chances in this situation as a hitter, knowing he's just missed outside 2 pitches in a row, and dive a little bit and try and drive something in the opposite field?
Now the 2-0. 3-0 now. On deck, the powerful right-handed bat of Paul Goldschmidt. .30 pitch is offered at and missed for the first strike.
I got 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike.
The 3-1 is in there for the second strike.
Somebody needs to go rattle the cage right here. Take the bats and start throwing them all over the dugout to get these boys going. If this continues, I guarantee you see a different lineup tomorrow.
Crowd gets up for the 3-2. Line to the right side. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here, having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. Here's the first pitch to him. And this is taken outside for ball 1.
You can't allow this offense to get going right here. Leadoff man on doesn't kill us. Let's try and roll a double play right here. Let's execute a good pitch down and away. See if we can get a ground ball and rely on your defense a little bit.
1-0 pitch on the way. Fouled away. Marte gets his lead at first, nobody out. A little bit outside. 2-1.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. Taking it in is Puig, and there's your first out. Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Hey, I'm a little shocked right there. Double play situation. He doesn't go with the sinker. He goes with the ordinary fastball in that situation.
Seager behind with an 0-2 count.
The guy on the mound must have a different scouting report than we have right here. This looks like a beautiful situation for a double play right here, but he continues to pound up in the zone.
And prior to the 0-2, we'll move to first. And he just manages to get his hand in. This is line to left, but this will hang up just enough as he takes it in stride in left center for the second out.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Ahmed Rosario.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
First delivery to him on the way. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Before the 0-1, he'll check on first. And he'll dive back in. Two out with the man at first. There goes the runner. High in the air out to center field. Bellinger on the move. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Mets strand 1. They trail it here 3-0. Kenan Middleton has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
39, Kenan Middleton.
In now is Yasiel Puig. He was a ground out victim last time up.
Right fielder, Yasiel Puig.
First offering on its way. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at. Way in front of a great slider that time. Hit hard down the line. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder Cody Bellinger as he rips it on the ground to second. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Into the box now, number 13.
He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play.
Middleton, the former Angel. He came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
He turns on it and sends it deep down the line in right. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. All over that one, but a little out in front. Foul ball. Bellinger, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. That's lifted the other way out to left. Moving under it, Conforto. And that's the second out of the inning. Stepping in, Justin Turner. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First things first, here's a throw over, but the runner's back easily. First pitch coming, here it is. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Conforto giving chase, and that retires the side. One hit, one left. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the eighth coming up. Dodgers out in front, 3-0. Alex Claudio is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the eighth. Ready for another chance? Jeff McNeil. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
A changeup floats outside here for ball one. Claudio, 28 years old. He was selected in the 27th round back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
Hit hard to third. And the throw is wide as he couldn't keep his foot on the bag that time. And we'll have to see how they want to score that play.
I'm not here to make excuses, but it is cold tonight, and it looks a little damp out there, too. The ball might have just slipped out of his hands on that one.
Standing in now, Austin Hedges, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one. No hits to this point. Needed a sand wedge for that one. Swung on and missed.
He offered at that pitch out of the zone there, and I think that's a result of the previous pitch getting called against him. He might feel like he's needing to expand the zone if that's how it's going to be called.
Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. The 1-2. Chopped weakly to the left. And indeed, he won't look at second. He'll just flip it on over to first to take the sure out.
Now batting, pitcher, Keenan Middleton.
Reyes, come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 33.
And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. And he's got to get on base any way he can with that possible tying run behind him in the on-deck circle. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold, 0-2.
Hey, 2 pitches at the knees right now, and you're down 0-2. This is where you got to fight. I want to see a 2-strike approach. Maybe a little choke up, maybe a little fight up the middle the other way. Grind back into this count.
And he missed with it. It's 1-2. Salinas leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a liner, but foul. Another 1-2, and he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you think, say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
Here now the 2-2, grounded to third. And there are 2 away now.
The left fielder, number 30, Michael Conforto.
Has a look, now the pitch. Lays off 1-0. One and 1 to the Mets leadoff hitter.
Hey, this is the game within the game right here. The hitter has to decide if he's going to change his game plan. Is he going to stay staunch and wait for him to miss over the heart of the plate or inside? Or is he going to adjust his sights and try and drive the ball the other way?
That's 2 balls and a strike.
The count is 2-1.
Set to deliver on 2-1. Started that swing a bit too early.
Oh, man, he took a swing and a half at that one. I think some frustration is creeping into these guys, so he might have just been trying to get his guys on the board with 1 swing.
The 2-2 doesn't get the zone. Count full now. Mike Trout would be next. 2 out here and a runner at second. Hit hard on the ground is short. Seager comes up with it. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all as the inning is over. Mets leave 1, still down 3-0. Jorge Salinas, who will stay in the ballgame now as he comes on to play second
Now
here.
playing second base, number 28, Jorge Salinas.
Arodys Vizcaíno enters from the pen to start the ninth inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the ninth. Coming to the plate now, Alex Verdugo, a hit in 2 official trips to the plate to this point in the ballgame. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Off we go in the ninth as the first pitch misses for ball 1. And Verdugo goes in front, 2 balls and no strikes. And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
I think one of the keys, Matt, you want to try to initiate contact. But one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to run the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Whatever you want to throw it over for a strike.
3-2 pitch. And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the ninth.
Now batting, catcher,
That'll bring in Austin Barnes. Here comes the first pitch. And this is on the ground to short. Could be 2. The second for 1. On to Goldschmidt. A double play.
Nice job on the mound to bounce back from the leadoff walk. Those are usually pretty costly, but that won't be the case this time after the 2 ball.
Juan Lagares will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Lagares.
Here's a slider that's inside, 1-0. Previously against Vizcaíno, he's 4 for 14. 2 out, nobody on. The 1-1 home. Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. The 1-2 pitch. And that one stayed too low apparently.
Well, all of the umpires in the seats thought that was strike 3, and they weren't far off, but I think that was a good call. Looked to be just a bit outside.
And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. Fouled off. Payoff pitch one more time. And he lays off ball 4. So he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Corey Seager. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Nope.
Tough pitch to lay off. The slider stays high for ball 1. Good looking sinker on the inside corner. Lagares is off at first with 2 away. Popped him up. Seager is there for it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. A couple of walks, but no damage. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Kenley Jansen comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th.
Number 74, Kenley Jansen.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. The cutter runs outside. Ball 1. Counts even to Trout. 1-1. Trout waiting on the 1-1. Tough slider over the inside corner for a strike. Ready on 1-2. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
When your closer comes in and strikes out the first guy he faces, everyone on the team can kind of take a deep breath. Still have 2 more outs to get, but retiring that leadoff guy is always huge when you're trying to shut a game down.
Here's the first pitch to him. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And this will be off the wall out near the 330 marker. And he's going to make it there. Barely, as he's into second base with a double.
Yeah, some guys have the ability to rise the occasion while some guys shrink away when it matters the most. Well, this guy is a gamer. He's been on fire since the postseason started. And after that hit, it looks like he doesn't plan on stopping anytime soon.
And next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Paul Goldschmidt. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. He's set. Here it comes. And that sinker misses at the shoe tops. Ball 1.
You know, in this situation, you almost have to pitch like there's no one on base. That run really doesn't mean anything with the lead they've got. The hitter is the guy that can turn this game on its head.
A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman. Strike 2 swinging. Slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. 1 out and a runner on second base. The 2-2 one more time. Is taken, ball 3. Kyle Seager, who represents the potential tying run here, waits on deck. And no messing with Goldschmidt there as he'll take first on ball 4.
The closer is supposed to slam the door on his opponent, but he left the door wide open with a walk there. We'll see if they can capitalize on it.
So digging in now, Kyle Seager, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Inside,
Cut fastball inside, ball 1.
No doubt, some saves come easier than others, and I know this all too well. They're really making wrapping this thing up a difficult task.
The 1-0 delivery. Swing and a little tapper. That winds up foul. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Hit in the air down the right field line. Puig on the run. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now. Digging in, Ahmed Rosario. Career matchup numbers against Kenley Jansen. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. In there, 0-1. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Nope.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Marte on second. Goldschmidt at first. 2 out in the inning. Two balls and a strike to Ahmed Rosario.
A lot of times you see guys get too aggressive and try to do too much at the plate with guys on, but right here he's doing a great job of waiting on the right pitch. Got himself ahead in the count now.
2 balls and a strike. Here it is. And a hard sinker there. Chopped foul at home plate. Missed with a slider.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
2 down, runners at first and second. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. He spoils another one, and will do it again. Count remains full. The Mets down to their final strike. And he strikes him out to end it here as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate but could not cash in.
Well, folks, that's what Kenley Jansen does. When he enters the game, the hopes of the other team, they usually just leave. Slams the door again right here.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. And there's no better time of year to come up big for your team than in the postseason, and that's exactly what this man did. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no time like the postseason to come through and lift your team to victory. He was certainly a big factor here, and it was pretty cool to see.
And tonight's ends as a 3-0 shutout win. Los Angeles have evened up this league championship series at 2 games apiece. Walker Buehler pitches